Hi there, welcome to Coaching with Tally, talking today about rewiring your brain and the impact that that can have on your life. So why would someone spend thousands of dollars a month coaching? And why would they come back year after year after year? Do you think that it is possible to create a life that you love living? Not just a good life or even a great life, but a life that you absolutely love waking up to every day. So I want to talk to you about some statistics. So the average client of mine will go from 15% to a 63%, or a 60% to a 92%, or a 41%. Imagine just when you think about your life being at like a 41% satisfaction level. That's like a little under half. And moving that to a 98% satisfaction level with life. A life that you are thrilled with, a life that you love living. So I want to pull back the curtain today. I want to talk to you about one of the secrets that is a key in creating a life that you love living. My name is Tally. I'm a life and personal development coach, and I work with leaders to create lives that they love living. Getting them aligned to who they most truly are, firing on all cylinders, living in this place of overflow in impact, while having a life that is centered in joy. So how do we do this? I want to talk to you about some of the science that is out there. According to Carol Dweck, who is a researcher out of Stanford University, there are two mindsets. And where you fall on this continuum in mindsets, where you fall in here determines how likely you are to get these kinds of results that we're talking about. So there is on this side a fixed mindset. And when you're in a fixed mindset, you believe that your abilities are unchangeable. You see failure as permanent. You tend to choose the easy way and it's things that require less effort. And you have a rigid focus on measurables. Over here in the growth mindset, you believe that you have an ability to improve with practice. You believe that failure equals opportunity to grow. You embrace challenges because you think that there is so much to learn from them. And you see, rather than being in this rigid focus of measurables, you see this unfolding journey of continual improvement. And so going from a fixed mindset and moving yourself in this continuum to a growth mindset is one of the key factors that will create for you a life that you love living. So let's just talk about the neuroscience here. So a lot of the research shows that our brains are actually hardwired for growth and change. That our ability, it's called neuroplasticity, our brain's ability to rewire itself is incredible. Like you can see this in stroke victims who lose some part of their brain that gives them the capacity to, maybe it's learn languages, or maybe it's the part of their brain that enables them to be able to see or access certain memories or process emotions. So some part of our brain gets damaged, and our brain will often find ways to rewire itself, not so that that part of your brain comes back, but it takes on the ability to rewire and create function again. It's incredible. Neuroplasticity, do a little research around neuroplasticity. It's fascinating. So our ability to reorganize, our brain's ability to reorganize itself through environment, through behavior, through our thinking and our emotions it's just a massive increase in our ability and what we're capable of creating when our brains are able to rewire themselves. And it's fascinating if you really start to look into the research of it. So the big secret is really that you are actually already hardwired for this. You might have an operating system that is functioning under capacity, but you have the ability, you have the hardwired operating system on board to be able to create the kind of results in your life that you want to create. It's a beautiful. And your belief, your knowing this, will change the actions that you step into, will change the things that you believe are possible. And when you believe something is possible, then you take risks and you lean into. And when you start to shift from like who I am is just who I am, and my intelligence is unchangeable, my abilities are unchangeable, and you begin to see, oh, I can actually do things that cause me to learn, that cause me to grow, that cause me to shift, and I can get a different result. When you shift from this fixed mindset to a growth mindset, it's incredible the kinds of results that you'll get because of it. So when you believe something and you shift your action, you get a different result. So I'm going to give you 2 examples of clients that I have that have moved from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset and some of the results that they got because of it. So changing names for anonymity's sake, let's call him Randy. I remember the thing that clued me into the fact that he was in a fixed mindset, or these are the words I heard come out of his mouth. When we did a life wheel assessment, we look at every area of life, how satisfied you are. He was really low on love and romance, and we started talking about why. And he said, I think that there is something broken about me in this area. Like, I haven't told anybody this before, but I'm not able to stay in a relationship for more than a couple of months. Like, I always break up with her, and I always have some really valid reason for it, but I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm realizing that the pattern has to do with me. Like, I'm the central thing in all of these examples, and I actually really want to be married, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to have that in my life, because I can't even stay dating somebody for more than a couple of months. I don't think I'm gonna be able to be married. So that's very fixed mindset thinking, right? So we looked at that, we began to move some of the thinking, looking at the limiting beliefs that are there, why he believed that, what caused him to believe that, and began to move those things. And in under a year, I found myself all dressed up, surrounded by beautiful music and beautiful people, and saw him standing at the end of an aisle as his beautiful bride walked toward him. And they have a thriving, incredible marriage to this day. I've worked with him for years, and what he's created in that is beautiful. That's amazing. Another client, we'll call her Jane. I remember being on the phone with her. I remember where I was standing, and she was like, can you please not ask me to share my dream about this with you? Like, I have spent years trying to bury this. It's something that I know I can't have. I've tried for years to create it. It's been a dream of mine for 33 years, and I'm convinced that I cannot create this thing in my life. And through tears, she's telling me I just can't even talk about it. So fixed mindset, she began to share with me and open up and talk about what was there, and we began to move into possibility and explore things. I got her connected with some different people who could help create some of the opportunities. 9 months later, we are both tearfully connecting over what it is that she's created, actually physically standing in her dream. In 9 months' time, something that she'd wanted for 33 years and believed she couldn't have, she was now standing in it 9 months later. It's beautiful, beautiful, the results that we can create in our lives when we moved from a fixed mindset into a growth mindset. When we believe that we aren't stuck in our abilities or our intelligence, that failure isn't permanent, that we can really begin to choose things that are challenging, and that we have this ability to step into a journey of unfolding beauty and growth and results. It's incredible. So I want you to think of one thing. I want to leave this with you. One thing right now that you feel, some area that you feel stuck in. I want you to just draw that thing up. What is it? What's that one area that you just feel like I've tried, I cannot create the thing that I want here. I really want to have this thriving marriage, or I really want to be an entrepreneur. I really want to, whatever it is, something in your career, something in your health and wellness. I really want to be healthy and have incredible energy, or be at this certain weight, or I really want these kinds of friendships in my life, or I really want this kind of connection spiritually, or what is the thing that you really want that you've come to believe that you can't have? And I want you to just hold that out in light of all of this that we're talking about. That your brain is hardwired to learn and to continue to grow into places that can create massive results for you. So just question it. Question the limiting belief that's there, and begin to just move yourself a little bit into maybe I could onboard some qualities, some skills, maybe I could grow my abilities in this area or learn something new. So at the end of the day, we're not stuck where we are. We have the ability to move and grow from fixed mindsets into growth mindsets. I hope this empowers you and inspires you to create some really beautiful, epic results in your life. And we'll be here again, same place, same time tomorrow.